So today we absolutely need to talk about the glove case because this is one of the most insane items in all of CS2. It has been for the past couple of years, but there are just so many amazing fundamentals that go along with this case. Yes, it is getting more and more and more expensive, and yeah, I don't necessarily love the price of it, but like I said, the fundamentals, the absolute kind of the things that lend something towards being a great CS2 investment, the glove case has so many good things going for it, and I think it's just time that we stop ignoring this thing. So in this video today, I want to talk about what's been going on with the glove case, why it continues to explode in price, and what maybe the future has in store for it as well. But of course, first, just want to mention my cash trading business. If you guys are looking to sell any of your CS2 skins, turn them into cold hard cash, crypto, or any other payment method, definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. Obviously, you guys know it. I don't even have to say it, but I will anyway. We like to get those big deals done. So if you're looking to sell any of your expensive skins, knives, gloves, bulk cases, maybe even your entire inventory, I can help you cash out safely, effectively, and efficiently. And of course, by selling them, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content, which I would appreciate a ton, so we can make more videos and hopefully help make you guys even more money. With that being said, let's get right into this video today. So look at this graph. This is literally one of the most insane graphs, but also an insanely sexy graph. And when you see something like this, to me, this should give you kind of flashing lights, a light bulb moment, whatever. This is what an amazing investment looks like. Now, I know people try to time the market way too much. Honestly, that is one of the biggest red flags I see in all investing worlds, whether it be stocks, crypto, or CS2 investing, collectibles, whatever, is people trying to time the market, people thinking they're smarter than they are, people thinking that this thing is easier than it is, or people thinking, oh, I'm going to sell here, I'm going to buy here, I'm going to sell here, I'm going to buy. That is not how this thing works. And guess what? The best of the best investments generally just go up, because look at this graph for the glove case. How many dips do you really see? There's kind of like one dip here from like $2 down to $1.43. There's maybe a slight dip here, but honestly, there's not very many dips. There's a couple of flat periods, but this thing mostly just goes up. And that's what great investments generally do. Again, in all walks of life, look at your favorite stocks, look at your favorite cryptos, look at, things that are actually good, and look at your favorite CS2 investments. The graphs and the kind of, should look like this. And if your investments don't generally have graphs that look like this, you might want to reevaluate. You might want to reevaluate. You might just have things that are not that great of investments. But the glove case, people keep counting it out, and people keep saying, oh, it gets to a certain point, oh, it's too expensive, oh, I'm going to pass on it, oh, I'm going to wait for the dip, whatever. But this thing just continues to go up in price. And honestly, I was a victim of that at a certain point as well, because I was kind of being led astray by some of these people. Now, generally, I tend to stay away from some of the more expensive cases. My general investing philosophy in CS2, especially over the past year or so, has been medium to low priced rare cases, because I think they have a great opportunity to appreciate. I think the supply of them is going to continue to get eaten into. They have great fundamentals. I like to invest in cases with strong unboxing numbers, whatever. And yes, the glove case is insanely expensive. This thing is up to, most recently, it's even higher than that. Most recently up to about $13, which is insane for a case. That generally probably makes no sense. And this is going to be it's going to be more difficult for this thing to continue to, double, triple price, whatever. But the gains on this thing are so consistent. So many times that people have counted this thing out, it just continues to grow. And that's what's really interesting, because last year, this thing went from like $6 up to like $8. It had some very, very nice gains. It even went from $6 to, over $8. And at that time, people were telling me, hey, the glove case, it had a nice run, but it's getting too expensive. It's peaking. I'm going to sell out. I made some nice gains. And that's fine. Hey, if you made profit, that's great. That's fine. That's amazing. Whatever. But guess what? This thing continued to run. And we saw this most recent run up to $10, or most recent run up to $11. And again, people are like, hey, the glove case has had a nice run, but it's getting too expensive. It's overpriced. There's not as much reward potential here anymore. But guess what? The glove case proved them wrong again, and we've had this most recent spike up to around $13, and I think even breaking $13 in some cases. Ra tweeted this out. He said, the glove case is cooked. And again, this really seems like a broken record, because every month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, we see another explosion in price on the glove cases. Now, this is for a lot of different reasons. Obviously, one of the biggest ones that I really think, and I think the timing isn't too coincidental here. One of my favorite reasons, or one of the reasons that I'm using to make sense of all of this, is the fact that we got a new case in the Fever case. And again, the Fever case contained new golds, but they were not gloves. So the OG gloves, the best of the best, and even some pretty rare gloves, because again, at the time that the glove case came out, people didn't really like gloves as much as they do now. People still don't like gloves as much as knives. There's no comparison. A cool knife is nowhere compared to a glove in terms of, what the people want. Glove cases that have knives in them and cases that have gloves in them, you can see the difference in the unboxing numbers. People love the golds, people love the knives, whatever. But OG gloves really were underappreciated at the time, and that led to, people not being as as hyped up and excited about the glove case. But since then, as gloves have become more popular, those have continued to expand and appreciate in price and all that. But again, as we get more and more new cases with golds, as we got the kilowatt case, we got the gallery case, we got the fever case. There is rumors, at some point of us obviously getting the twin blade knife, but we haven't really heard rumors of new gloves coming out anytime soon. And even when, this is the big caveat here, that as we continue to get more knives, it does make the OG gloves more valuable, because as people want more and more gloves, there is not more and more gloves being created, so the value of what we have is going to increase. That's just kind of 101. That's common sense. That makes sense to me. But I do think that even if and when we do get a new case that has gloves, which I think is going to be a while. Again, Valve is incentivized to try and make as much money as they can, and they're going to make as much money as they can with some cool gold, some cool knives. We've even seen the fever case has just been going insane lately, like 2 million fever cases unboxed in the past week. Valve is making a killing off of the fever case, and if it had gloves in it, the numbers would not be that good. They would be not making as much money. But even if and when we do get a new case with gloves in it, still, I don't think that's going to hurt the glove case as much as people expect. I don't think it's going to make the price crash or go down or anything. It might slow the growth. It might pause things a little bit, but in some ways, honestly, it could make gloves even cooler, more popular, whatever. And the iconicness and the OG-ness and the rarity of the gloves from the OG gloves is always going to be really, really cool, in my opinion. Obviously, the glove case has so many kind of trash gloves, but it also has a ton of cool gloves as well. You have stuff like the Moto Gloves Cool Mint, you have Moto Gloves Spearmint, you have even down to Hedge Maze, Superconductor, Arid, Pandora's Box, so many things. And what I love in a case is something that gives us a reason to actually unbox it, that gives us a reason to go for it. Now, obviously, you can find these in 2 different cases. You can get these in the Operation Hydra case as well. But if we go and look, we can pull up Hydra real quick. I don't even know where Hydra is on this thing. But another reason that I really, really love the glove case, this is a kind of a tangent real quick, but the glove case has insane unboxing numbers for how expensive it is. Again, for a over $13 case, to still have 250,000 of these unboxed in the past month is absolutely insane. You can see the cases around it. The Spectrum case is more than half the price, and it has less unboxed. And again, the Spectrum case has really good golds as well. You have something like the Gamma 2 case, which again is like a third or a fourth of the price with 300,000. The glove case, even at these absolutely insane prices, continues to have almost shocking unboxing numbers. So it has fundamentals of really great unboxing numbers. It has the fundamental of it being a rare case, so the supply is going to be dropping. It has the fundamentals of having a reason to have genuine demand and having a reason to have people continue to unbox it and all that stuff. I don't know what the most recent prices for like Operation Hydra case is, but I definitely want to check that out, because obviously that's going to go hand in hand. I believe it's, I want to say like $20 or something like that. The Operation Hydra case is $26. So even right now at $13, the glove case is by far and away your best opportunity for pulling these OG gloves. So this does give people reason to continue buying these. But yeah, you can see here, people are tweeting about this. People are excited, whatever. I also tweet out, I bought $1,000 in glove cases 2 months ago. This was around the beginning of February. I bought this. And again, I had stayed away. I had been telling people that I thought the glove case was a really great investment for over a year at this point, but I had never bought into them because I, like many other people out there, was waiting for an opportunity to buy the dip. And the dip just kept not coming. It kept just increasing in price. And especially as we started to get more and more rumors about the twin blade knife and stuff like that, I decided, hey, I want to have some skin in the game. I want to go for some glove cases. Again, I don't generally invest in more expensive cases, but when the fundamentals are this strong and things look that good, I didn't want to keep sitting on the sidelines. I didn't want to keep missing out. And honestly, $1,000 at the end of the day is not really going to make or break anything to me. It's not that massive of a deal. But guess what? I bought those 2 months ago, and in the most recent 2 months, I'm already up 20% on that position. Now, I love case investing. This is one of the reasons. The fundamentals are just so strong. Things are going to be going up. But this is also at a time where stocks have not been doing so well. Crypto has not been doing so well. And me putting $1,000 into glove cases, it has gone insanely well. Now, I'm just going to let this ride. Again, I get it. At these prices, I think I bought on CS Float, so the prices are going to be different than Steam, but I don't even know what I ended up buying at. $8, $9, $10, somewhere in there. And I get it. The case, it maybe doesn't have as much potential as some of those cheaper cases to like 5x or 10x or whatever. But the graph just looks too insane. I think it's going to be a consistent, 10, 20, 30% grower for some time into the future. And to me, that is easy money. That is amazing. And I'm not going to keep counting the glove case out like many other people. I think it's going to continue to run and continue to explode. Obviously, with the glove case increasing so much, you know that gloves are going to be increasing as well. And that's why the glove case continues to run, because gloves have been going absolutely insane lately. You can see here in the past 7 days, a ton of gloves are up 25, 30, 40, 50%. Now, is that sustainable? No. Does that make any sense? No. But some of these gloves are just so rare. Some of these gloves just have so much demand relative to the amount of supply that's out there. So you are going to get these weird times of gloves increasing this much. Now, it's not sustainable. They'll probably go down a little bit. They'll probably flatten out for a little bit, whatever, but that's not really even going to hurt the glove case that much, because again, the glove case has insane fundamentals that are able to stand on its own 2 feet. The supply is decreasing. The unboxing numbers are amazing. The glove case is not only increasing because gloves are going crazy. Gloves are going crazy, and that's helping the glove case, but in and of itself, in a vacuum, the glove case is still an insane investment with really, really insane fundamentals. So I'm not worried about this. There's a ton of people, saying, hey, gloves are being manipulated, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But hey, if that's helping the glove case and I'm invested in it, whatever. But also, again, gloves are so kind of in small supply that when people do want to make investments or purchases or whatever, these are going to be things that do get manipulated. These are going to be things that are pumped and the price are going to go up and down, whatever. I'm not really paying too much attention to that. But we have seen in the past 5 years, sport gloves, hedge maze go from 1,100 to 16,000, which is absolutely insane. But again, that's going to drive demand up for the glove case. It's going to drive up unboxing numbers for the glove case, because if you have the opportunity to pull a $16,000 knife or a $16,000 gloves or a 50K gloves or however much Pandora's boxes these days, whatever, you're going to pay the $13 to take a spin at the wheel. There's just so many people who are going to be doing that in the CS2 scene, obviously. You can see here that this guy sold his hedge-made gloves in April of 2024, about a year ago, for $3,000. And you can see here they're now worth about $7,400. They've over doubled in price. That's absolutely insane. That doesn't make sense. Sports glove hedge-made and well-worn. This graph looks insane. It's gone from $500 in July of 2020 to about $6,000 now. Does that make sense? No, absolutely not. But again, that is great news for the glove case. Also, glove case in all cases and all CS2 items, according to SteamDB, we just hit a new all-time player peak for Counter-Strike at 1.862 million. So that's obviously great. More players means more people are going to be buying skins, more people are going to be buying gloves, more people are going to be buying cases, more people are going to be unboxing cases. Also, you see other gloves like driver gloves Diamondback just going crazy. The graphs don't make sense. We see other people saying, hey, Chinese market manipulators are buying up the slingshot, so watch out, be careful, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, if I was a glove investor, I would be a little bit worried, because gloves going up 50%, 100%, 200%, 500%, whatever, that gets a little bit scary. Obviously, if you've had gloves, you're doing insanely well. Awesome. Congrats, whatever. But again, I think there's much lower risk and much lower potential for downside and crash and manipulation, whatever, with the cases. And that's why I like to be on the case side in a much, much safer way, where you can still kind of profit off some of these ridiculous price movements and stuff like that. Now, what is obviously weird at the end of the day is a glove case is really not that amazing of a case. It has pretty trash skins in it. The Buzzkill and the Dragonfire are not really that cool to me. The pinks are not that cool. I don't really see, honestly, all that many skins in it that I like that much. But again, cases are all about the golds. It has great gloves. It has some of the most high desirable gloves, has some of the most expensive items in the game period in it. And that is why the price continues to grow. It's why the unboxing numbers continue to grow. And that's why this thing, every time people count it out, it just continues to print money. And yeah, no matter what, this thing doesn't slow down. It just keeps going up. Obviously, that doesn't mean it's going to keep going up forever, but it means I'm not betting against it anytime soon. Again, that's why I put my money where my mouth is. I put $1,000 in a glove case. It's doing quite well so far. We'll have to see what happens with it in the future. Again, I don't know. Would I buy it right now at these prices? Maybe. I'm sure there's worse investments to make. It's not necessarily my favorite investment at these current prices, but I also think it's not going to be crashing or like going to zero, or there's not the total catastrophic downside risk. So I don't mind having my money in some glove cases and riding the wave for the time being. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.